Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys want to talk some boxing? All right, man. We a couple of days removed from, the big fight between, Hurd and Laura. Real good fight, man. I might go home and watch that a third time. I done saw various videos in regards to this fight, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, including me. As I said before, I clearly had Jarrett Hurd winning that fight 8 rounds to 4. I didn't think the fight was that damn close. I just didn't. It's just a difference between a person like Laura landing a couple of, big shots periodically, and then a dude just landing consistently, working the body, landing uppercuts, landing headshots throughout the fight. Jarrett Hurd threw more punches, landed more punches. And looked better landing his punches at times. Those combination punches, working the jab, fighting on the inside. Like I said, Laura fought his ass off. He fought how we all wanted him to fight. And it didn't turn out too well for him. Because you think to yourself, man, had Hurd turned it on by like the 7th or 8th round, he would have got Laura out of there. Laura lucky that fight ended in time, because he was on his woo. If he had got knocked down in the 11th round, and then they would have had to go to a 12th round, Hurd would have stopped him. I keep telling y'all, if they fight again, Hurd is gonna stop him in the rematch. I promise you guys that. I'm not being a Hurd fanboy, but I'm just keeping it 100. But let me talk about, the potential fight with Charlo. I've been hearing a lot of people say Charlo gonna do this, Charlo gonna do that, Charlo can do this, Charlo can do that. What's gonna happen when Charlo lands something hard on Jarrett Hurd? Okay, that's cool, fine. But what happens if Jarrett Hurd lands something on Charlo? Charlo ain't never fought nobody like Hurd, man. I don't think Charlo has ever fought nobody that's probably going to be stronger than him, or just as strong as him, or can hit just as hard as him or harder. Probably, I think Hurd hits a little bit harder than Charlo. And I'm going to tell you, at times, Charlo can be a little wild with his punches. If you look at Hurd places his punches a little bit better than Charlo. And I think a fight with Charlo is going to be won on the inside. And if this is a fight that's going to be won, basically in the pocket, then you would have to give the edge to Hurd. One thing about Hurd, he's proven that he's a good second half fighter. And I think in this particular fight, he did something that he didn't do in the last couple of fights. He got started a little bit earlier. Because, like I said before, you look at the first 4 rounds, I had Hurd taking like 2 of them. Because usually Hurd will lose 4 rounds in a row, the first 4 rounds, then like the 5th round, he starts to get going. But this time, he got started a little bit earlier. So that helped him, basically, secure the fight, then not to mention the knockdown. Like I said, I know Steve Farhood had Laura winning, but no, I'm sorry. Just didn't see it that way. And let's just play the back and forth. Let's just play the boomerang theory. Okay, throw something out there, you catch it, you throw it back. Okay, now, I know that Charlo never fought Austin Trout, but his brother did, who's now at 160. And a lot of people that saw that fight thought that Trout did enough to get the win. I thought that Jamal edged Charlo out by a round or 2. If you really watch that fight, Austin Trout was outboxing Charlo at times. That's just fact. And he couldn't get Trout up out of there. And he's supposed to be a devastating puncher. He couldn't hurt Trout. But when Hurd started like hitting Trout, he started breaking them down. He started breaking Trout down into where Trout basically, you know what I'm saying, wasn't able to continue. So for people that's just thinking that Jamel is going to go in there and, you know, end the fight after 3 rounds, I don't know about that. I think this fight has the potential to be Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns. Because, of course. Jamel could knock Jarrett Hurd out. But at the same time, Hurd could knock him out. I think if Jamel doesn't hurt and get Hurd out of there early, I think if this fight goes past 6 rounds, I think you can see, I can picture Jarrett Hurd doing the same thing to Charlo that he did to Tony Harrison, that he did to Austin Trout, and that he did to Laura. Just start breaking them down. Because I think we're not giving Hurd enough credit. We keep talking about his lack of defense, and as I said before, his defense is a lot better than what it was in past fights. Because like I said before, he wasn't getting tagged like he was against Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison was hitting Hurd with 3-punch combos all fucking night. Until Hurd just turned, and like I said before, Jarrett Hurd, after the 6th round, well, y'all seen what happened. Same thing with Trout. After the 6th round, you see what happened. Laura, he got started a little bit early. He closed the show. So that's another thing. Hurd knows how to close the show. We're not giving that dude enough credit for his ring generalship. So, and the dude says he watches tape. Because you know a lot of these fighters try to play too cool. Oh man, I don't watch fight. I don't watch no fight footage. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think they Floyd Mayweather. And once again, you know, people got that shit from Floyd. When Floyd say, "Oh man, I don't watch footage of people," which I don't believe that's 100% true with Floyd. So I'm just telling y'all gonna set yourself up for failure if y'all think this gonna, a fight with Hurd and Charlo gonna end in like 4 rounds. I think it's gonna be a dog fight, and I think it'll be a classic fight too. Like I said before, if they get this fight in Vegas, you might see me there. You know what I'm saying? I might even I might even go to New York if they get this shit in New York. They get it at Barclays, I might go see this shit. Because, like I said before, this ain't no knock on Charlo. I'm not knocking Charlo in no way, shape, or form. But as I said before, I can see a scenario where Charlo wins the fight, but I can see a scenario where Hurd wins the fight. Hurd is a smarter fighter than what we give him credit for. Now, I heard people saying he was like a black Margarito. Man, get the fuck out of here. You disrespected Hurd. Margarito did not have hand speed like that. He didn't have, a skill set like that. He used to throw a lot of punches, but he didn't, his skill set wasn't like Hurd, and he couldn't walk people down. Hurd was cutting off that ring, and he was doing a good job of cutting it off. And if you look, when Hurd got Laura up against the ropes, he was doing some serious damage. What did I tell y'all What did I tell y'all? I told y'all a week prior to the fight. I said if Hurd could get Laura against the ropes, and I said if Hurd got Laura against the ropes, Laura would be in serious trouble. And whenever Hurd got Laura up against the ropes and he started pounding on Laura, what would Laura do? He'd clinch to keep, to shut down Hurd's offense, because Hurd was hurting him with those punches and hurting him bad. I saw quite a few times where Hurd hurt Laura in the fight. I didn't really see Hurd like shaking in that fight. But I saw Lord hurt quite a few times. That's why he would keep holding on. That's why he'd keep clinching. I want you to look at that fight again. Hurd, like I said, Hurd fought well in the middle of the ring, and he fought even better against the ropes. And he fought better in the pocket. You know. So like I said before, man, I could just see this fight being a lot more competitive than what people think it's gonna be. Me myself, I think it's sort of a toss-up fight. For real. I think to be honest with you, I think we praising Charlo a little too much off that you know what I'm saying, that Lubin knockout. Yeah, he got his ass up out of there. He did. He got him up out of there. But Lubin wasn't experienced. He was inexperienced. And he wasn't as big as Hurd. That's fact. As I said before, we keep talking about what Hurd gonna do if Charlo lands something on him. Well, what the fuck is Charlo gonna do if Hurd lands something big on him? This would be the fight where we'll really see Charlo's chin tested. And I think this is a good fight. I want to see this fight happen. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I'm out.